Well, good morning, my love.
Good morning.
Are you ready for breakfast?
I've been laying up there smelling it for a while. I figured if I laid just a little bit longer, it'd be close to being done. This
You were right.
this is delicious. It's just hot.
Mm-hmm.
You've been talking to the beautiful people all morning.
Cooking a hearty breakfast in the mornings just seems to start the day off right. It gives us an opportunity to spend time together in this otherwise busy world. I enjoy sitting with my husband and we talk about our day, and there's just something about having breakfast together. And when you can provide something this yummy, it's an even bonus. It wasn't long before Jenna made her way down. She has to go to work, but she made sure to get some breakfast. And it makes us stop and just have a few extra moments of fun and talk and connection. You want to start off by peeling your potatoes, and we're going to use 6 potatoes. Just peel them however you want. I use a vegetable peeler, and you want to wash them really, really well. And then I hand grate all of our potatoes. It's just the way to go. Watch your fingers. You just want to make sure you're not going to scrape off any skin. Now this next step is really important. You have to make sure that you rinse your potatoes well. Run them through water until they're just not really leaving anything left in the water, or just plop it into. That works as well. I'm a messy cook, y'all. I never claimed to be a clean one. Just go ahead and shake all that out. And we're just gonna leave that rest and drain a little bit on its own. Now I did have some sausage left over that we bought when we were on the west side. So this is not my homemade sausage, but it can be your homemade sausage or whatever sausage you want. And just brown that up. I had to add in just a little bit of olive oil. I love to use my meat separator, I guess is what you call it. I'm not sure, chopper thing. And yeah, I just run it through a couple chops. I like my sausage a little bit more fine bit. And however you choose to dice your onions, you just make yourself happy, sweetheart. It can be this way, it can be any way. Just watch your fingers. And we're just gonna add that to the pot. I went a little heavy on the onions this morning, but that's okay. I also had some green peppers that I froze from our garden here on WhiteRock Homestead. And so I added some of those in too for some little bit of flavor. Some razzle dazzle. I just wanna brown those up a little bit with the sausage. I don't wanna overcook or caramelize the vegetables. And I decided a can of mushrooms would be great too. I gotta learn how to grow mushrooms. That sure would be nice. Give that a little stir, mix and mix. And I went through the fridge and I was able to find some Colby Jack, some sharp cheddar, some pepper jack, and mozzarella. Use what you got, folks. I loved this combination. It worked out really, really well. There again, I hand shred my cheese. I don't like buying it already shredded. It has that powdery stuff on it and it's just not as good. So shred your own, folks. It's actually cheaper too. Once you got enough cheese, go ahead and just kind of hand mix that together and kind of disperse it. And then however you want, you can spray Pam, you can use olive oil, whatever you choose. You just go ahead and spritz some of that on there, use a paper towel and get that all nice and greased up so your casserole doesn't stick. And if you've done a good job rinsing your potatoes, they shouldn't stick all that bad either. We're just gonna go ahead and plop in all of those lovely spuds and just kind of spread them out. We're gonna be doing a lot of mixing, so you don't have to be too careful on this part. Next, we're gonna add in our sausage and vegetable mixtures. Feel free to add any other vegetables that you like, that your family loves, or just kind of maybe whatever else you have in the fridge that you'd like to throw in. We're gonna give that a little mixy. Kind of disperse so that every bite has a little bit of something in each bite. Next, we're gonna just sprinkle about half of the cheese. I think I ended up going back and adding a little more. We'll see. And then you wanna mix that in as well. Because I don't like just cheese on top. I like cheese all throughout. That's the good stuff right there. If you like a little bit more creamier of a casserole, feel free to add some cheese slices or Velveeta. I just choose not to. But yeah, go ahead and mix all that back in. We're just trying to disperse each bite. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 because you don't want to cook it any hotter than that because you want the potatoes to cook. And in this one, we are using, I don't know, probably 10 eggs. Because I have them. We have a lot of eggs. So we're just gonna crack them all. And go ahead and mix those up. You can use a fork, you can use a whisk, whatever your heart desires. I add in some salt and some pepper, and then a little bit of my secret ingredient, garlic salt. And then you want to be able to put a little bit of milk in there. I'd say about a half cup, and mix that real well. Bring back your casserole. And we just want to go ahead and pour in our mixture. And it's okay if it doesn't cover your whole casserole because the eggs will bake up. And you just want to stir that in really good. And really fast. Okay, maybe not that fast, but you know, I sped it up. And then go ahead and put on a little bit more cheese. And you want to stir that in too. And then mix that cheese in a little bit more. And pop it in your preheated oven, about center rack. be careful, don't burn yourself. You want to go ahead and set a timer for about 30 minutes. And boom, it's magic. Go ahead and bring that out. And we're going to add in, oh, does not look good. We're going to add in the rest of the cheeses that we held back. Spread it around, add as much as you like. Pop it back in the oven. I'd say cook it until your cheese is melted if you like it crispy or not. And then here you go. It is so good, y'all. The cheese is all melty. Look at that. And there you have it, folks. Breakfast sausage casserole.